So guys, I just want to go ahead and welcome all of you on this call. Super excited about this webinar, guys. This is something that, Josh Zwagil, Matthew Thayer, Armin T, myself, and a few other leaders have worked very hard to kind of get to this point. I know a lot of you guys have been anticipating, Zeus. So guys, do me a favor, drop some Zeus in the chat box. Let's see who's fired up for Zeus to finally drop. Let me see Zeus in the chat box. Let's destroy the chat box with Zeus. Let's go. 2,000 people on the webinar, all excited and fired up about Zeus. It's been a long road to get here, but I do want to give some congratulations and some shout outs real quick. I want to give a huge congratulations to Josh Zwagil. Guys, for the last 12 days, our founder and CEO has been in the lab literally 12 to 15, 16 hours a day from the time his eyes open until he falls asleep, hopefully not at the computer desk, working his tail off to get us to this point. Okay, guys, so drop some thank yous in the chat box for Jay-Z. Thank you, Jay-Z. Thank you, Josh Zwagil, for all of your hard work, dedication through all the adversity and challenges that you face, man. I don't know how you do it. You manage so many different things, bro, and this company would not be where it is if it wasn't for you. So I'm super grateful to you, super grateful to Matthew Thayer, for his dynamic leadership, for coming in and, listening to the field, listening to what we want, and, working closely with Josh and all the top line leadership here to put something amazing together that's just going to set this on fire. Guys, there's a reason why this thing is called the NextEra Zoom. And there's going to be some incredible shifts that you hear about on this webinar, guys. This isn't just a hype webinar. This is a webinar where you're going to learn about some powerful and dynamic changes that are going to be implemented into our ecosystem that's just going to allow every single person in this company, whether you're a customer or an affiliate, you're brand new, you've been in the industry for a long time, you're going to have a golden opportunity to reach your goals. The reality is the network marketing industry is expected to grow $100 billion over the next decade. And I feel like the chess move we're going to announce on this call today is going to put our company and everybody who's here on this webinar, that's going to give you the chance for you to capitalize on most of that growth as we go over the next decade. You have to imagine MyDailyChoice is an 11-year company that's done hundreds of millions of dollars in sales for a particular reason. And we are so happy, grateful, and blessed that we are partnered with this ecosystem that's going to allow us to thrive. So I'm super excited for what you're going to hear today. And I want everybody to understand before we get this thing started is what are you going to do with the information you hear? How are you going to positively impact your life, your family's life, your team's life as a leader or a distributor or a customer or somebody's here who just wants to learn more, who wants to do more, have more, and become more is so important for you guys to understand that this is your time. This is your turn. Okay. This is everybody who sat in the pocket, stayed patient, trusted the process, and had the vision to win is ultimately exactly where they're supposed to be. So over 2,000 beautiful souls on this call. And I want to leave you with a quick story before we kind of get this thing kicked off. Okay. I remember hearing this story when I was much younger. Okay. And when I heard the story, I didn't quite understand it, but it was a story about an elephant. And I don't know if you guys know, but elephants are some of the largest creatures in the world, the strongest creatures in the world. But what happens when an elephant is born and bred in captivity, the people who tame the elephant, from birth, take the elephant, they tie a rope around its neck, and they keep it tied on a stake. And as that elephant continues to grow, what happens is the elephant thinks that when the noose is around its neck, when that rope is around its neck and it's tied to the stake, it can't move left, right, or center. It can only walk in the little confines that the elephant tamers have given it the opportunity to go. That's just like all of us on this webinar. We were born in a society that kept us in a box. And what we're doing here at MDC and Akashex is we're allowing people to push the envelope and that step outside the box. But as this elephant continues to grow and get bigger and become one of the largest creatures in the world, it still thinks that when that rope is around its neck and it's tied to the stake, it could only walk in that little circle. So you see, I didn't understand this story when I heard it when I was younger. It wasn't until many, many years later when the dots connected for me and I realized I was that elephant. And all I needed to do was tug just a little bit so that I could move outside that circle. And then I realized I can break that rope and I could run as far and as fast as I want to. We are only limited by the limitations that we create for ourselves. This is your turn. This is your time. So I want you to hear the information today and I want it to resonate with you. I want you to sit on this information. I want you to really think about it and see what you can do because the checks that you want, the lifestyle that you want, everything that you want in this earth is completely up to you. You just have to go out there and get it. And we have an amazing dynamic CEO that's created the pathway for us to win. And I'm absolutely so excited that I partnered with this company 13 months ago. Matthew Thayer reached out to me and he spoke to me for over a year to get me to partner with the Akashics. And I'm so grateful that I trusted in him. I trusted in Joshua Zwagil. And here we are today. You know, one of the main reasons why I love working with these guys is they're the hardest working people in every room they walk in. And if they're the hardest working people in every room they walk into, guess what I am? I'm going to be the third hardest working person in the room. See, I'm going to surround myself with the right people. And you guys, every single person on this webinar, you have the right people around you for us to go build a massive, massive empire. So, guys, I'm going to bring up our first speaker to crush this call for us, to make this incredible. Now, guys, we have many, many updates on this call. So it's not like, when we're done talking about Zeus, you just hop off. There's many, many, many updates on this call, including back office, a big surprise change for all my affiliates out there. So you guys do not want to hop off this call until it's finished. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to bring up our first speaker. And again, this is one of the, Robert Hollis was saying this before we started this webinar. He's the Elon Musk of the network marketing industry. And I couldn't agree more. One of the most dynamic minds that I've ever worked with, someone who challenges me to grow every single day, somebody who questions, everything we do and make sure we think about everything from a very dynamic pattern. And I'm so excited that I've had a chance to work with this individual over the last 13 months because it's helped me grow. It's helped me develop. It's helped me become a better leader, a better thinker, a better person, a better upline. Overall, I'm a better person today than when I came here 13, 14 months ago. So I'm super blessed. I'm so excited, but I need your help, guys. I want you to think that we're in Rome, at the convention, or in Fort Lauderdale, or in Atlanta at our US convention. And I want you to imagine that we're going to call this speaker up on stage. So I need you to get up and I need you to light up the chat box for the man who's making all of this happen. Guys, light it up in the chat box for our founder and CEO, Joshua Zwagil. Thank you so much for everything you do for us. My brother, the floor is yours. Show us what you got, my man.
Awesome. I'm here, Ollie. Can you see me and hear me okay?
Yes, loud and clear, brother.
Can you see my screen as well?
Yes, sir. Doing great.
Awesome. Well, first off, I just want to welcome you guys all to the webinar, and I want to hand it back to Ali, who always does an incredible job opening up these calls, hosting, and is just a servant leader to the community here at MDC and Akashics. One of the things I love most about Ali, doesn't matter what team you're in, doesn't matter how you joined, doesn't matter who your upline is. This guy is always willing to bend over backwards, give you exactly what you need in your business. And so thank you, Ali, for all the kind words you said about me, but I have a ton of amazing things to say about you. So let's give Ali just a huge shout out for everything he's done for the community and really appreciate it, my friend. So guys, we're really excited for this webinar. This is called the NextEra. We've got quite a few updates to go over on this call. Like Ali said, the much anticipated Zeus launch for our crypto trading platform. We've got some updates to the MDC compensation plan. There's some new things with our back office reporting. And I'm really excited to get all this information out to you guys to kick the month off of here in June. But let me just start by saying like a couple things I just want to address real quick. There's been a lot of noise out there in the industry, and especially with like my personal life, like, anytime people struggle in their personal life, it seems like in this industry, people try to use that as a weapon to pull people out of companies. And I just want to address some of the noise out there. There's been all these rumors that MDC is shutting down. Not true. I'm here. I'm excited. There's been all these rumors that we're merging with other companies. Also not true. We're here on our webinar. We've got all these exciting updates for the field. So I just wanted to put a rest to those rumors. Like, we're very excited about the future. We're going nowhere. And I believe there's going to be a massive amount of momentum coming out of this webinar, especially with all the updates that you guys are going to see here. So thank you guys for your support, all of the amazing comments along the way. And let's kick it off. So first off, we're going to be making a shift in MDC, the way we promote our business. And as I've had some time to think about it, talk with our team, talk with a handful of the leaders, we need to be able to present our business in a very simple and effective way. And so one of the things we're going to start doing is presenting what we feel are four pillars of MDC. These are like, categories for somebody entering into the business. Like, how do we bring somebody new into the business? And I believe these are the four pillars of the company. One being health. Inside of health and wellness, we feature, some of our top selling brands, HempWorks, XC Trim, and the Beyond brand. And we've got some amazing products that we've manufactured and developed. And we are going to start focusing more on our flagship core health and wellness products as a company. Then under wealth would be the Akashics brand, making money from your phone. Everybody wants to make money from their phone. And then under lifestyle would be dream trips, traveling the world. And then marketplace. Marketplace has tons of new products, tons of new brands. And we're going to shift the way that we sell brand bucks more as a membership subscription model with brand bucks. So over the next couple of weeks, and especially if you attend some of the upcoming MDC events, you'll see some of the repositioning of these pillars, how the business gets presented, and then in our new PDF or new presentation, this will be also outlined. So the goal, guys, is to create, like, I believe the next era for us is creating simplicity in our business. Simplicity with our product offering, simplicity how we onboard a new person into the business, simplicity with our compensation plan. Like, I believe that's the theme for us, because that's the future of the industry. Everybody's looking for something simple, something that's easy, something that's duplicatable, and that's what we're creating in the company. So just wanted to share that with you guys, just like a look into the future, how we're going to position the brands, how we're going to position these four pillars. And I believe, like, this is what people are looking for. Like, people are either looking for better health, they're looking for more wealth, they're looking to enrich their life with experiences and have a lifestyle, or they're looking to just become a shopper. And these four pillars will address, all of those things. All right. I'm going to just roll right into updates because we've got a lot to cover on this webinar. So the first update that I want to share with you guys is we are doing a promotional campaign for this month in Akashics to waive the $29 enrollment fee. Okay, the $29 enrollment fee that everybody pays when they join Akashics is going to be waived this month. But what's cool about it is we created a new promotional code system to be able to have this work dynamically on the checkout by people adding a promo code called free entry. So you'll be able, after this webinar, to go out and promote to your team, new customers, people that have been on the fence, that if they enter code free entry on checkout, it'll give them a $29 discount and basically waive their enrollment fee. And so I wanted to show you guys real quick before we move on. I just want to show you what that's going to look like on the website, so you guys know where to direct your prospect. So when people come to the website, and by the way, this will go live. This will go live today at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if somebody puts their information in here, I'm just going to put some random info. Give me just a sec here. I just want to show you guys what it's going to look like. So once people enter in their information, you'll see there's this new section here called promo code. So they will be able to enter free entry in and click apply. And then that'll apply the $29 discount. And you can promote that in all countries, all markets. And I think it's going to be great. We've never waived it for the whole month. So I think that's going to be really exciting for for all the leaders. So throw a message in the chat if you're excited about the enrollment fee being waived for Akashics for the month of June. All right, we see some excitement. Okay, cool. All right. Next update that I want to talk about is Zeus. So I need everybody to put lightning bolt chats or lightning bolt emojis in the chat for Zeus. This is something that we've worked tirelessly integrating into this platform. I think it's going to be great for a lot of the traders in Akashics. I mean, I love crypto. I think it's like the future of money is in digital currencies. And whether you're somebody that's looking to become a professional trader, a full-time trader, a part-time trader, or if you're looking to just do like spot trading and hold crypto, I think this is a great way to start and start learning. And some of the educators in Akashics I've learned a lot from when it comes to cryptocurrencies. And because of what I've learned from some of the educators, I've been able to build a crypto portfolio and become more familiar with the different assets. And you'll hear in a little bit from Armin, one of our top crypto educators, who's going to talk more about this platform. But I'm excited for Zeus Trader. I want to trade like a god, and I kind of feel like it's like the crypto gods are the ones that created this crypto universe. And I feel like everybody that's in Akashics, if you're doing forex trading or you're trading indices or any of these other assets, coming over to crypto is like a whole new world. And I think it's an amazing skill set that everybody should learn. And why should people choose Zeus Trader? It's built for speed, it's built for clarity, control. It has spot and futures trading in one place. So what I've seen in some of the crypto platforms out there, like some platforms are good just for holding crypto. Like you can get a cold storage wallet. You can use that platform to like buy and hold, or some of the bigger ones out there, you can use, their platform to buy and hold. But then there are some platforms that you can use for futures trading. It's been hard to find a platform that has both of them in one. This platform has a very clean interface. It works on mobile, works on desktop, and it's going to have tools for every level of trader. And then on the Akashic side, Armin, who you're going to hear from, has put together an amazing crypto academy. So people who are interested in getting into crypto can go through his academy, learn how to use the platforms, learn how to, make your first crypto trade or buy your first coin. And I'm very excited to launch that academy as well. So the crypto add-on to Akashics is $49 a month. It creates 25 in BV, and that gets a user full access to all of the features inside of Zeus. This will go live today at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So a couple hours from now, this will go live, and you'll see it on the front end of Akashics. Then we are also launching our gold membership, which we talked about on, I believe, our last monthly call and maybe the call before that. Everybody's been waiting for the gold membership. So the way that gold works is it's $2,999. It creates 1,500 in volume, 1 year access to the Akashics membership, $200 worth of brand bucks. And this one actually comes with a leadership cruise, which you'll see all of the details on the website. I'll show you exactly what it's going to look like in a minute. It comes with a 200K trading challenge, 4 levels of check matching in the new compensation plan, and access to the crypto strategies with Zeus. So packed with value. This is like over $5,000 in value. You're getting a cruise for two. I mean, right there, that's a couple $1,000 plus, Akashics is like $14.99. And the value is definitely there with this membership. So this will also be going live today at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. However, I do want to point out that there's only 100 spaces available on this particular cruise. So the first 100 gold memberships that we sell, after we sell those, we have to turn the membership off for a period of time until we get the next cruise ready, and then we can turn the gold membership back on. So if you're somebody that's like, hey, I'm all in, I'm going, I'll be there at the cruise, I need access to all of this, then make sure you get it like right at 2 o'clock because there's been like a lot of people waiting for this over the last 60 days, and I do feel like it's gonna sell out pretty quick. So this will also be going live here shortly. And obviously, the Zeus platform is included with the gold membership for the whole year. So, with that said, guys, I want to bring up our first speaker. That this guy I've got a lot of respect for. I got to hang out with him in Toronto. He's amazing when it comes to crypto, super knowledgeable. He's going to be one of the featured strategies on the platform, and also he'll be leading the Crypto Academy in the Akashic's back office. So let's give it up for Armin, our fearless crypto leader. And Armin, maybe you could just tell people like what's your perspective right now on crypto? Why should everybody get in for this? What's happening in the crypto market, and how do you see this like unfolding?
Check, check. Can you guys hear me well? Can you guys see me 4K? Are we good? Perfect. Amazing. So first of all, I want to say thank you to our CEO, Mr. Josh Zwagil. In the past 2 to 3 months, he's worked day in and day out to make sure we have a smooth experience with this partnership. Ali, on the other hand, same thing. Maddie, same thing. And all these other leaders. And I want you guys to understand the reason we came up with this was a few things. And I'm going to clarify everything for you guys. But before we get into Zeus, in regards to Akashic's Krypton Academy, you guys want to see what the outline is, how it looks? You guys want to see? Can I show? Boss, can I have access to? Okay, amazing. So this, guys, is a full A to Z Krypton Academy that I have put together. Each one of these are separate videos, obviously. Now, this goes from beginners, from someone who understands nothing about crypto, to setting up their Zeus accounts, understanding how to take trades, and then understanding technical analysis, strategies, trade setups. I've done a psychology training. So this is a full master class I've taken the past 7 years and whatever I've learned and put it together in this master class. Understand? So this is going to be fully available for you guys in your Crypto Academy section. That's number one. You all like that? That's cool. I agree. I agree. So that's number one. Number two is you all have seen the trades that we have been posting. Yes. You all have seen the trades that I've been posting in the Akashic's community channel. And you all see I post in the past week since we have had the chat active. I've been posting our entries. Once we take profit, I post a screenshot. And I just want to show you guys what your copy trading is going to look like. All right. Because the last trades I've taken, this is the P&L. Obviously, past performance does not guarantee future gains. Understand this. But this is what it looks like, and history tells me something about the future. All right. So here's what it looks like in the past 7 days. Every single trade that I've sent out to you guys. Okay. -$5, $2,000, $1,000, 500, 5,000, 4,000. Okay. Now, this is just the past 7 days. Understand? And all these trades have been shared with you guys. Now, the issue we have, and let me know if I'm right, the issue we have is a lot of people are like, Armin, you tell us to buy and hold coins, and we try to find somewhere to buy and hold. And then you tell us to trade, then we need to find somewhere to trade. Then you tell us every exchange has a different fee, this, that, that. So it's hard to deal with. Am I right or am I right? Is that not the reason why a lot of you guys have not jumped into crypto? Really? That's the reason, right? So we were like, how can we put all of this in one place? How can we make sure people can buy and hold, invest in crypto? People can trade crypto by themselves once they learn. And also, how cool would it be if they could automatically copy every single trader? Understand one thing, my friends, this is different than tap to trade. This is you tap once and that's it. Understand? So I also want you guys to understand this. Throughout the past 4 months, we have eliminated throughout hundreds of traders to make sure we give you guys the best experience and the smoothest journey. Why? All the traders that we have lined up for copy trading are elite level traders in a lot of countries in Middle East, Europe, States. And I'll tell you guys one thing, and I'll promise you guys this right now. We will work as traders day in and day out to do our part to make sure your success is like none other. All right. So that's basically my part. I'm not gonna take it long. And yeah, I'm excited to work with you guys and Akashics for life. Let's get it.
Awesome, Armin. Well, thank you for obviously you've also put in a lot of work and you've helped out tremendously with the crypto platform. So what I want to do now is just bring Ali up for a few minutes to also talk about Zeus because Ali is incredibly knowledgeable with not just Forex and indices and that type of trading style, but also crypto, like from talking to him, masterminding with him, hearing all of his experience that he's had and his knowledge on the different platforms out there has been incredible. So Ali, just come on for a few minutes, talk about why you're excited about crypto and what this means for the Akashics community, because you've been saying for a while, hey, we should get into crypto. Hey, we should get into crypto. We should have a crypto academy. We should do a crypto product. Now it's finally here. So give us your takes on it. And then after you're done, we'll go into the comp plan and some of the other announcements.
Awesome. Well, first of all, Armin, thank you, bro, so much. I truly appreciate all the work that you've done. Armin came in shortly after I got started here in Akashics, and his main mission was to create an ecosystem for crypto, and we worked very hard to kind of get to this point, and none of it would have been possible without Josh. So, guys, I don't want to take up too much time here on this part, so I'm just going to dive right into it. I started my trading journey in the crypto space, and this was back in 2016. I think Bitcoin was like $3,000 back then, and I watched it go all the way to like $19,800. And when I saw that, I knew that this was the future. And some people don't know this, but the reason why crypto is so powerful, okay, if you're brand new on this call, I want you to understand that crypto is all about creating power for the people. It's completely decentralized. It runs on a blockchain. Like no single entity owns or controls it unless you get into some of the layer twos or layer threes that are out there. It's completely banking that's unbanked, right? So over 1.4 billion people are unbanked. And now most people have smartphones. So now people all around the world who can't go to a bank to get a bank account in, let's say in Asia or Africa or Latin America, wherever, even in the US, now you have the ability to do that. And it's also going to put you in a position where your assets that you're holding over time. A lot of the reasons why diamonds are so expensive is because the people who run the diamond industry strategically keep diamonds out of circulation so that the price stays increased, okay? You have to understand that there's not an unlimited amount of Bitcoins out there. So when people talk about Bitcoin hitting $250,000 a coin, $500,000 a coin, again, past profits do not predict future results. This isn't financial advice. But the reason why they're saying that is because there's only a finite amount of that asset out there. So how does the average person get started in crypto today when Bitcoin's $105,000, $110,000? And that's exactly what Zeus will do. That's why I'm super excited about this, because the people who don't know the information that I know or know what Armin knows has the opportunity to come in and actually get a piece of the pie while using a system that makes things absolutely easy, super streamlined. And I will say, guys, I've known Armin for 4 years. I followed a lot of his crypto trades over the last, 10 months. And, I've been able to almost triple my portfolio from my initial investment with him when I started taking his first trades back in October, or maybe it was September of last year. I can't remember. But the first list that he gave me of 10 assets, I mean, they blew up. Josh made a grip of money with that as well. And now, like, I don't have to worry about, when is he going to send a list, putting my phone on do not disturb, figuring out which assets that he wants me to buy, figuring out the entry price, the strike price, all this stuff. Now I could just deposit my capital into Zeus, which I trust. And guess what happens? I connect to Armin's account and I can just sit back and chill. So I'm super excited about this, guys. Really exciting stuff. Again, guys, if you are not well versed in crypto, the Krypton Academy that Armin is making. I'm going to help with a few of the videos, guys, just so we could throw some different angles at you. But this is going to help you guys really understand, because when I understood crypto and I actually started understanding the fundamentals of crypto, which projects are going to grow, what not to take advantage of, you become Armin. And that's the goal here, guys. It's like either you can go set it and forget it, or you could become the Armin that you've always wanted to be. So I appreciate you guys. Get your Zeus memberships at 2 o'clock today. You don't want to miss out on your chance to get started with this wave. Armin, thank you so much. I appreciate you, bro. I'm so grateful we're partnered together. Josh, now it's time to blow the socks off our affiliates, guys. If you are ready, fired up, and excited, drop some money bags, some money emojis in the chat box, guys. This is going to completely change MDC and Akashex. I'm super excited for what's about to happen. We're about to 100x this brand. Every company is going to want to be us. Josh, I'll pass it back to you, brother. Thank you for everything.
Awesome. Thank you for that, Ali. Yeah, so just to kind of wrap all that up, guys, Zeus is going to go live today at 2 o'clock. And so a couple things I want to point out is if you already purchased an Akashics annual membership, you're just wait 24 to 48 hours because you'll automatically see crypto trading in your Akashics back office, because we told people last month that, hey, buy an annual membership and you'll have access to Zeus when it goes live. So if you already purchased your annual membership during that promotion we ran, you'll see it in your back office within 24 to 48 hours. If you're on a monthly membership right now, you can just simply add on the Zeus add-on for an extra $49 a month. Or if you want to upgrade and buy the gold membership to get Akashics for the year plus all the other benefits, you're able to do that as well. And I want to show you guys what it's going to look like on the website. So when people come to the website, again, this is going to go live today in a few hours from now. You'll see there's the regular monthly membership, there's the annual membership, and there's now the gold pack membership. If they click on view details, it spells out here what they're getting, including the cruise, what happens on the cruise each day, the dates for it as well. And it lists that this is a double occupancy trip. So again, there's going to be 100 of these available. I recommend getting your Gold Pack membership today. It'll probably sell out today, and then we'll have to pull it down and then add a new cruise and then put it back up. But when people go to click the monthly membership, it'll drop down the ability to bundle in the crypto trading right here. They can just click add to cart. And then don't forget again that today we'll have free entry, so people can get a $29 discount off the enrollment tree. Now, when somebody purchases the Zeus add-on in the Akashics back office, there's a new section called crypto trading. It'll ask you for your email that you used at Zeus and your password. Once you enter in that information and you click submit, it'll call the API connection, and then this page will appear here where you can enable and disable the copy trading features inside the Zeus platform. This section here will also be where the Krypton Academy videos display. So we're working with Armin to get all of that uploaded. That'll also appear here in that section. So if you've bought the Zeus add-on, or if you have access, you'll see the Academy videos and the ability to enable, disable. Okay, with that said, yeah, let's go into some of the new updates, which I'm really excited about. So let me say this: for a long time in MDC, we've had every network marketing company has a compensation plan. Those are kind of the rules of the road for an affiliate to earn money in the compensation, so anytime you enroll a new person into the business or you build a team, the compensation plan dictates how people get paid. And in MDC, we've had one compensation plan really for the last 11 years. It's gone through maybe one significant change in 11 years. I know companies that change their comp plan every year. We've only really had to change it once. And it's really interesting because over the last 11 years, we've done over 600 million in sales. We've paid out hundreds of millions of dollars in the compensation plan. There's been a lot of top income earners in the industry that have come out of MDC that have been in the top 100 on Business for Home and I would say overall the compensation plan we had was very successful. But I also know that the industry is changing. The industry is changing really fast, and as we've brought in a new wave of leaders, I've been working with the leaders that have been asking us, "Hey, it would be really cool to have a compensation plan that's more simple, one that's more easy to explain." And I would say if I was a critique, that would probably be the biggest critique I'd have for the current compensation plan in the company is that while it pays out a lot, while there's all these cool payouts from customer mastery bonuses to the global bonus pool to all the different ways we pay, it is confusing. And I see what's happening in the industry where people are craving simplicity. They're craving something that's easy to explain. And I feel like when I look at MDC, I look at Akashics, I see that we have a product-driven opportunity. We have a product that's so good where we don't have to hype opportunity up as much because we have a product that's getting people results. Whereas other companies, I feel like are opposite, where they have an opportunity driven product where they have to hype opportunity because their product doesn't work. So they sell their comp plan, they sell their opportunity, but even if customers aren't creating success with the product or the top leaders in the company don't even use the product, they're fine with just selling opportunity. And so as I talked with the leaders, as I looked at the comp plan, I was thinking, you know what? Well, what if not only we could have a product driven opportunity, a product that works, a product that dominates, a product that you could put on the shelf pound for pound and say, hey, these guys have the best product. But what if we could be just as good or if not better with the comp plan? What if our opportunity is stronger than those guys? We can run right through them. We've got a better product, a better comp plan. And so how do we do that, right? How do we do that in the comp plan? And the key to it, I think, goes back to what I said at the beginning is simplicity. It just has to be simple and easy for the average person to come in and say, hey, if I do XYZ, I'm going to be at $5,000 a month, or I'm going to be at $500 a month, or I'm going to be at $1,000 a month. And if it can just be simple and easy, and if we can increase the frequency of payouts, I think we can crush the competition. And so that was the goal in this new version of the comp plan. And meanwhile, update, hey Josh, let's do this or that with the compensation plan. I was also doing consulting for other network marketing companies through my tech company and helping companies redesign their comp plans and helping them stress test their comp plans. And it was very inspiring and it led me to wanting to make a 2.0 version of the MDC comp plan. So we're going to get right into it. Couple things is this compensation plan is going to go live today, okay? But the monthly commissions are going for last month are going to be ran on the current, or I'll say old comp plan. So whatever the volume was last month gets paid on the version you guys are used to, and going forward, because it's a new month and it's fresh, this is going to be the new comp plan. So at the beginning of the comp plan, there's a letter from myself. You'll be able to see this in the PDF. Just talking about how you can build a My Daily Choice business. This is a unique opportunity. Have all the tools that you need to grow your business. And nothing has changed at all to our user types in MDC. People are joining as an affiliate or people are joining as a customer. If you're joining as an affiliate, you can earn commissions for referring others. If you join as a customer, you can earn, free product for referring others. Then we added this visual. I think this is a really nice visual for the comp plan that just shows that this is a hybrid of a binary and a unilevel. And inside of the unilevel, there's fast start bonuses, check matching, and rank maintenance bonuses. And then the binary is where you're going to receive your binary commission. So we just added this visual to make it easy for people to understand. Then the first payout that is quite different than what we've had before is now called a fast start bonus. So in the old plan, we had basically two front end bonuses. One was called customer acquisition. The other one was called jumpstart bonuses. Those are now combined into this payout, which is a fast start bonus. So both new affiliates and new customers count in this fast start bonus. And what's exciting is this is the first time we've ever done this as a company, but this is on a daily pay. So you can sign somebody up and it's paid out on a daily pay. So we've never had this before. I started building this out for other network marketing companies, and the psychology of daily pay is really hot. I mean, you can't be My Daily Choice and not have some form of daily pay. It's rewarding. It's like instant gratification. Somebody signs somebody up, and the next day they're getting paid. And so the way that this is going to work is if you join the business and you start, building a team or you're signing up customers, what you did the previous day gets paid the next day. I believe at 1 o'clock is the schedule right now, but whatever you did yesterday gets paid out the following day. And I think this is going to be a huge deal for the company. Again, we've never had anything like this before. Now, to make it simple, we've changed a lot of things in the comp plan. We've changed the names of the ranks. We've changed the way that people enter into the business. So the first two ranks to enter into MDC, everybody's going crazy in the chats. The first way to enter in is what we call silver, and the next way is gold. That's kind of like builder and director or builder, director, executive. Silver is like 50 points. If somebody joins at 50 points, they have one level of daily fast start bonuses. And then gold is like 100 points. So if you're on an Akashics membership, you have 100 points and you're getting 2 levels of daily pay. So here's the way that this payout works. In the current plan, there's like this weird 80-20 split. Put a comment in the chat if you're tired of the 80-20 split because of how confusing it is to explain. Like 80% of this counts here, 20. So we changed this to be 50-50 because it's simple math. Everybody can explain like 50-50. So if you sign somebody up for 100 points, 50 counts to this, 50 counts to binary, and then 100% of the reorders on both customers and affiliates counts into the binary. So it's super easy to explain to people. It's like, hey, everybody's first order 50-50, everybody's reorder 100% into the binary. And being that this is a daily pay, I think it's really hot because what's going to happen is you're going to see people in your team, especially your recruiters, they're going to be going a lot harder because they're going to want bigger, bigger daily pay, bonuses. And just an example, like to explain how this works, if you enrolled somebody at 100 points personally, 50 volume counts in this payout, so you receive a $25 commission. The upline gets $12.50, and the rest of the volume is being paid out in the binary. So that's how the first payout works. And these are now called fast start bonuses that are paid daily. Okay. Hopefully you guys are excited about that. We've never had a daily pay before, and I think it's going to be huge for the company. And then the next payout is going to be the binary, and we're changing the binary from a monthly schedule to a weekly schedule, which was something that the leaders have all asked for. Everybody's been asking for a binary that pays weekly. Instead of getting one big check the next month, you're getting a weekly check along the way. So that helps people just get paid faster. So this coupled with daily pay is even hotter because everybody's getting that daily check, and then it's like, boom, they have the weekly check, then they go into the following week, they get their daily checks, and then boom, they get their weekly check. So there's just going to be payout notifications really all the time because of the daily pay and the binary. And so these are the new names of the ranks. We went with silver, gold, platinum, sapphire, ruby, blue diamond, black diamond, elite ambassador, royal ambassador, crown ambassador, and legend. The reason why I wanted to change the names of the ranks was because a lot of people over the last 10 plus years, every time they hit a rank, whether it's 5K, 10K, or 25K, psychologically they feel like they should be making $25,000 a month. I know I know that sounds crazy to do 25,000 in volume and expect the company to pay 100% of the volume back to the person, but that's for some reason what people think is that they're going to be paid 10K a month or 25K a month for hitting these ranks. So we changed the names of the ranks, and I like these. I like these ranks. My first network marketing company that I was in, my goal was to hit Blue Diamond, and that was one of the top ranks. And when I hit it, it was like the greatest day ever. But in this comp plan, you can look at the lesser leg payouts are 12% if somebody comes in as a silver, and then it's 15% all the way up to 20%. And we also changed the binary qualifications as well. I never really liked the 40 and then the 90, and then you need like 300 in the lesser leg. I was kind of tired of that, and I wanted to make it just really simple, where it's just 50, 100, and 100. So you only need to have a personal order of 50, although everybody's going to have 100 because they're going to want to be paid at least as a gold and get 15% in the comp plan. But you only need one left at 100, one right at 100. Boom, you're binary qualified. And so one left, one right, if you do it this way and you're a gold, you'd be getting $15 per person at 100 points in your binary. And again, these are paid out weekly. You can earn anywhere from $100 a week all the way up to $250,000 a week in the comp plan for weekly for binary commissions that are paid weekly. Okay, now so a couple things I want to point out. One of the benefits of what we did with the jumpstart bonuses is there was a lot of money being paid out on the front end of the comp plan. So with the 80/20 split, because 80% of that volume was paid out on the front end, there was less volume inside of the binary because again, a lot of new signups, 80% is counting to the front end. So that was the first issue. And then the second issue was in the customer reorders, only 50% of the customer volume was counting to the binary. So leaders were kind of hamstrung a little bit with how much was being paid out on the front end, but also in the back end if they're building a big customer business. And so that one change of restructuring the fast start, I feel like balances the comp plan out more where people can have a big binary check because more customer volumes counting there. And then the front end is more manageable, more fair, makes a lot more sense. People usually only work with their level one and their level two anyway. So having 7 levels like we have now doesn't really make that much sense. So I think that was a super smart change. And then because there's more volume in the check matching, we had to adjust the way that the check matching bonuses work. So we still wanted to have check matching because it's a big part of the current comp plan, but we had to adjust the way that it gets paid out to offset how much more volume is coming into the binary from customers. So in this new check matching bonus, this is also now paid weekly. Okay, it's not paid monthly, it's on a weekly cycle. So you're going to get your binary check with your check matching paid weekly, and this pays 5 levels: 10% level one, 8% level two, 5% level three, 3% level four, and 1% on level five. And you can see here. Oh, I messed up screen. I messed up screen sharing. One sec. You can see here that you can make up to $50,000 a week at the top rank in check matching. And so I'm very excited for check matching as well. I know that this is a big part of the building strategy for a lot of the leaders in MDC. Now, we wanted to also do something different with ranks because right now in MDC, somebody hits a rank and they get this big one-time rank bonus, but then when it comes to like the residual of maintaining a rank, it's very confusing what somebody's going to get paid in the comp plan. And again, if we're going for simplicity and if we're going for something that's duplicatable and if we're going for something that's easy to explain to the team, we have to be able to quickly tell somebody what they're going to make at each rank in the comp plan. So we also put together a rank maintenance program that's also paid weekly as well, which we've never had that before for achieving a rank. So the way it works is rank is still going to be calculated on a monthly basis. So from month to month, we check everybody's ranks, and whatever rank you earned, let's say in January, you would get paid the next four weekly bonuses in February, in February for what you achieved in January. Whatever I achieve in February, I'm paid the next four weekly bonuses for what I got in February and March. And so the first rank of the company is platinum. That's like the equivalent of being a 1K. And if somebody achieves that rank, it's like boom, they start getting $25 a week. Sapphire is the equivalent of hitting like 5K. Now they're earning $50 a week. Ruby is like the equivalent of going 10K. Now they're at 125 a week, an extra $500 a month. And then it goes to 375 a week, to 750 a week, to 1,000 a week, to 2,500 a week, to 5,000 a week, 10,000 a week, all the way up to $25,000 a week. So now think of it this way. We have a daily pay on fast starts when we bring somebody new into the business. Then we have a weekly on the rank maintenance. Then we have a weekly on the binary, and we have a weekly on check matching. And so to summarize all of that, I feel like not only do we have a better product, but now we have a better comp plan and an opportunity to run through these other companies, because it's incredibly easy just looking at this slide to show people a hypothetical. Like, here's how much you can make at each rank. There's no confusion now. It's like if I'm trying to help somebody hit 10K a month, I know exactly what rank to tell them to hit. If I want to help somebody hit 100K a month, or 57K a month, or 28K a month, or 12K or 6K, I can show them this chart. Now, this does not include weekly check matching or fast start bonuses. This is just binary and rank maintenance, but you could take this slide, you could show it to your team, you could do some, dream building and goal building with your organization, and be able to really take your business to the next level. So my goal in all of this, guys, is to help everybody hit at least diamond. I want to create 1,000 new diamonds with this comp plan. And to kick off the month of June with the new comp plan, anybody who hits the rank of diamond in the month of June is going to earn an extra $1,500 bonus in this current month of June. So if you're, not a diamond yet, you come in, you hit the rank of diamond, you get an extra $1,500 on top of your regular commissions. And again, my goal is to break 1,000 diamonds in the company. And by breaking 1,000 diamonds, that means we're doing $25 million a month in sales. I think that's a great target to hit. And I'm couldn't be more excited about rolling out this new comp plan for everybody. So with that said, I want to bring up just a few speakers to talk about the comp plan, and then we've got some updates on events, and then we'll wrap the webinar up. So first, I want to bring Matthew Thayer up, who's he's a super affiliate in the current comp plan, which would be like a royal ambassador in this comp plan. But Maddie was instrumental, and I masterminded a lot with him about what some of the leaders were looking for in terms of weekly pay, daily pay. We went back and forth, especially the last couple of weeks. But also just a guy that's always in the trenches with his team, building, he already made a comp plan training video. He's already been on calls with all his top leaders, and he's just a great dude. So Maddie, if you're there, come on, just tell us what your excitement is with the comp plan, and then we'll keep it rolling.
Well, first and foremost, Josh, thank you so much for putting all that work in. I know that you did not get up from your computer, like you said, for like 10 days straight, just working on this thing, and you truly wanted to bring the best of the best, to this company. You wanted to make it simple, because we both know that simplicity is going to breed momentum. And I want you guys all to realize something, that this now means that you guys have something that's going to be very, very duplicatable, and it's going to be understandable to the masses. And when you put our product together with something like this, we are going to impact and help so many people all over the world. And I'm so fired up right now because my first 6 years in this industry, guys, I was a part of a company where, I just want to give this as an example because I want to show you how powerful we really have it. My first company that I was a part of did almost $1 billion in sales. And it was my first company, and you had to have three left, three right to make $15 a month. In our compensation plan now, you can have one left, one right, and you can make $15 a month residual income, guys. And if you don't know what residual income is, it is the best way to make money because just imagine if you had enough money coming in every single month in residual income that was higher than your bills, your expenses, in your lifestyle, you would be able to have freedom, right? You'd be able to go on the vacations that you'd want. You'd be able to spend time with your family. You'd be able to live life of peace. That's what we're after here. And now you guys have a compensation plan that you guys can get started today, and you know your goal. You know what you need to do. You have to have one left, one right, and you have $15 a month coming in residually every single month on just the binary. Josh made that super simple. Now all you have to do is just drive depth down one side, drive depth down the other side, guys, and it's payday. And the rank maintenance makes it so simple. We're going to have so many diamonds inside of this company, guys. Drop a diamond in the chat if you're going diamond in the month of June. I don't know if you guys caught that, but there's a $1,500 bonus just for going diamond. Like, I don't know about you guys, but I know everybody in this chat has an opportunity to go do that. And if you go hit diamond, there's some other incentives. We have Tulum coming up in August. If you want to get on that trip and get qualified for that trip, go diamond. Get on that trip with us. But Josh, thank you so much, man, for this compensation plan. You've made it so simple now for us to go out there and crush this thing and really have the ability to explain how people get paid in such a simple and easy way. So Josh, I'll pass this back to you. But yeah, thank you so much, man. I appreciate you. And let's go create 1,000 diamonds.
Awesome, Maddie. Well, thanks again for all of your help with the comp plan and just, getting feedback from you and your leaders. Watching the chat explode, everybody wants to be diamond. I think I've seen at least 1,000 comments of people wanting to go diamond. So that's awesome. Next person I want to bring up, guys, is the legendary Robert Hollis. This guy, has helped tons of people become multimillionaires in the network marketing industry. He's made like over $50 million himself in network marketing. But one of his companies that, he had his biggest run in had a comp plan like this with a weekly pay on the binary. And I'm really excited for you guys to just hear his perspective. And, he's been somebody that has been in MDC for a long time now. He's seen the old, he's seen the new, he's seen what's happened in his business as he embraces Akashics or digital or physical or brand bucks. And I'd love for you guys to just hear from him as well. So Robert, if you're there, just come on, give us your thoughts, and then we'll go right into events after this.
Well, thank you very much, Josh. The first thing that I got to tell each and every one of you is that, it's who you follow that's the key. So when I met Josh, I just know one thing, is I know what he did before he created MDC, and I know what he's done since he's been in MDC. And one of the things that a lot of people get scared of is change. But every time that Josh changes and gets what I call ahead of the pack, right? So there's always people that are following, and then there's people that are setting the bar. You know what I mean? So we are the bar. We are the deal. So when Josh does things and I go out to the world, 38 years in this industry and share it, it's always incredible to be the first person, the first group of people that are setting the bar that forces companies to make a move, to force them to make a move. So I believe in Josh Zwagil. It's like there's a lot of people out there right now that are starting the new thing. I'm telling you what, ladies and gentlemen, I don't like being a guinea pig. Unfortunately for me, I've been involved in companies that were startups only because, the person that I actually was working with decided to start their own company. But please listen to this when I do. The skills and the confidence, the belief that you have to be an affiliate for a company versus a CEO of the company. Oh my God. One of my tragic deals in my whole MLM experience, network marketing experience, is when one of the top leaders of a company decided that they could be a CEO. Just like the 10,000 hours that it takes to learn to do any skill, listen to me. You got to put in that 10,000 hours. So one day you decide, hey, I'm going to be an affiliate, I'm going to make millions, and then I'm going to be a CEO. That doesn't happen like that. So I'm excited about this company and where we're going. Now, another thing I'd like to share with you guys all about change. Do you know what the most deadly phrase in the world is? This is how we've always done it. When you look with AI and everything that's changing and how fast it's changing, you need to be in the trend, not watch the trend happening. And thank God, and I mean that, my mentors that I had before this made me understand, watch the trend. Watch the trend. I know nothing about crypto, zero about crypto. You know what I do know about crypto is whether you like the current presidents or the current leaders in other countries, they believe in crypto. And so when all of a sudden you see a group of leaders come in from other countries that all of a sudden stop the government from hurting crypto, and now they're stepping into crypto, right? So I watched, I'm old, I'm 63. I love watching 60 Minutes and 2020. And all of a sudden when they're on, they're going, hey, you know what? If the leaders of the country promoting crypto, and then they tell everyone to stop putting legal and regulations and crazy stuff on crypto, it's like, that's time. In the United States, we only have a little over 60 million people. Out of 350 million, 60 million people that are somehow involved in crypto. So I want to thank the leaders that are on here, like Maddie, like Ollie, you know what I mean? Like Armin, because they're ahead of the game. They're taking people like me that know zero. And I don't know if some of you caught on. For you people that don't understand, tap and trade, I had to be available for all the taps. If I understand this correctly, now that I'm getting involved in Zeus, I can tap one time, and let Armin and the incredible educated trainers that are being overseen by Josh Zwagil, I just know that that'll happen in a blink of an eye. And ladies and gentlemen, we do not want to be Kodak. When the Grammys came out, Oscars came out, do you know that used to be in the Kodak Theater? But Kodak turned around like this and went, we're not going digital. That's just a fad. That ain't going to happen. Well, now it's the Adobe Theater because Kodak went out of business because they didn't believe the digital area, the digital photographs, the digital videos were going to happen. You don't want to be a blockbuster. I don't think streamer is going to work. So Josh making the decisions in every area of his life right now and pushing forward gives me the confidence and the competence that if I follow his leadership, if he did 600 million and Terry and I made 5.2 million following for the last 7 years, I can't imagine where we're going in the next 7. And the last thing I would like to share, everyone, is you know what? People keep saying it's comp plans. People keep saying it's products. People keep saying it's services. You know what? You know why I've made so much money and helped so many people make so much money? This is a people business. It's the way we make people feel. And for 38 years, I'm watching the universe, whatever you want to call it, put people in a financial place called FUD. fear, uncertainty, doubt. Never in the history of the world are more people worried about their financial future. They don't know what's going on. Tear us up, tear us down, whether you like them, whether you don't. You know what I mean? What's going to happen with the IRS? I don't know what's going to happen. I know one thing right now, when you reach out to people and say, hey, listen, if there was a simple way for you to learn how to capitalize on trend, to generate some extra income for you and your family, would you be interested in taking a look? I don't have to understand all this thing. All I have to understand is my goal is to help people imagine a better future for them and themselves. And Josh has done this for me for over 7 years. So when some of you see people leaving right now, understand this: documentation beats conversation. Before you follow somebody, why not just very simply say, hey, can I see your last 3 months of deposits? My mentors told me this 38 years ago, and that's what's made me catch trend after trend after trend after trend. When everyone's out there hyping, it's like, hey, can I see your deposits for the last 90 days? Because a lot of you don't know this. Most of the people that are leaving one company and going to another hasn't worked in their previous company for the last couple of years. The reason that people leave is because they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing to earn income. That's as simple as it is. So it's easy for them to leave when they're not making any income. How many people do you think, would you leave a company right now if you're making over $10,000 a month? It's like, hey, I was making 50 grand a month and I decided to leave. No. So believe, if you don't believe in Josh, believe in the people that are following him. When you look at all these leaders, and I know Jefferson and John's going to come up next, stop looking at who's leaving and look at who's staying. So I believe in you. I know you can do this. Go along with us and make history, because those that don't are going to wish they did. They're going to get sick and tired of hearing about Zeus. So Josh, back to you, and thank you all the leaders that were on here.
Awesome, Rob. Let's give it up for Robert, man. That guy always brings the energy, always brings the heat. Throw him some fire emojis in the chat. Robert is king. I saw a couple people say legend, but absolutely agree with what everybody's saying. And yeah, Robert, thanks for all you've done. I mean, he's been in the business for a long time. He's made over $5 million in commissions. He's rode the wave. He's seen the good, the bad, the ugly, all the changes. And I'm excited for his organization and this next chapter in the company. Next person I want to bring up is John Haremza, who, just like Robert, got started in the industry at a young age. And this guy has hit a home run in almost every network marketing company that he's been in. He's earned, I think, over $30 million in the industry. Maybe it's a little bit higher than that, but John's incredible. He has an amazing place in Vegas that he brings he opens up his home to a lot of the leaders, even leaders that just want to plug in that are there in Vegas. But he's been a huge supporter. He's also the reason why I met Matthew Thayer when, John introduced me to Matthew, and he came in and obviously blew up the digital side of the business. But just an amazing man. This guy is so supportive to his team. He's always investing in his team. He's just a great guy, a legend in the space, and I would love for him to just come on and say a few words as well. So, John, if you're there, we'd love to hear from you, my friend.
Okay, yeah, fantastic. Yeah, thank you, Josh. And first off, I just want to thank you and congratulate you for being not complacent and just kind of settling in, but being forward thinking. At my stage of my life in my career, 36 years, having been involved full time in this industry of networking, and I don't want to gamble on a chance, right? I was looking when I found MDC 2.5 years ago. I was looking for a rock solid infrastructure, right? And the way this company is run in my 36 years, I've never seen a company run as well as what Josh is doing with My Daily Choice, which gives me the confidence for the longevity. And that's where wealth is created in this industry, guys. It's through longevity. It's not, jumping, but it's through longevity. And, over my 36 years, yes, I've been with 4 other companies, and I've, had a home run in every single company that I've been involved in. So part of that, I think, is just understanding the elements necessary for success, right? Every company made up of really 5 critical elements, right? The company, the product, the compensation, the timing, and the training and support. And as I look at those 5 elements, every single element is in place here with My Daily Choice, right? And I can tell you also, guys, I've had tremendous success in every company I've been with, and I've been able to participate in windows of momentum where a lot of my fortune has been made. And guys, that's what I feel right now is we are entering this new era of MDC. We're entering an era of momentum. And the key to that momentum is recognizing it and taking action, because when momentum occurs, it magnifies and multiplies everyone's effort, right? But the key to really catching it, it's what you do before that momentum occurs, right? And that's where we are right now. This thing is about ready to absolutely go crazy. I mean, I look at Zeus, and I'm excited about the new comp plan. I really believe it's much, much simpler, fair across the board for everybody. But from a crypto standpoint, let me say this: if you are not involved in crypto, get your head out of the sand, right? Crypto is a part of our life, and the more you can learn and understand what Armin has put together in the back office, and really that crypto academy. I mean, you guys need to embrace and take advantage of crypto. I got involved, just buying crypto, about 4 years ago. All I do is buy, and sometimes my account is, way up, and other times it pulls back, and then it goes way back up, and then it pulls back, and I just buy and hold, okay? Because I believe in the long-term future. But the ability to do this copy wallet and be able to participate and capitalize on all that fluctuation. See, I don't understand the crypto market well enough to buy the highs, or buy the lows, sell it when it's high, buy, sell, buy, sell. But to be able to, literally have somebody like Armin in your back pocket, link your wallet once, and be able to participate in all that volatility taking place in the crypto world, I tell you, I think that's going to be our very most exciting product that we have available, especially in the wealth category that Josh described. So just super, super excited about everything, guys. We got events coming up. And all I'll tell you about events is, if you look at anyone, in MDC, in the industry of network marketing, the people that make the money are at the events, right? And that's the bottom line. So you need to make that decision as you're trying to think, what do I really want out of this? And to say, and the thing that I've learned is the people that need the events the most are the ones that don't go, right? And the people that go to the events are the people that make the money. So you just need to decide, what do you really want? I can tell you from my background, being, a maintenance person making $9 an hour. My dad was a janitor at a high school. My mom worked in a dog food factory. I barely graduated high school. And this industry, partnering with the right company like we have here with My Daily Choice, can lead anyone to life-changing experience. So, Josh, with that, appreciate you very much. Thanks for everything you do to just continue to not settle, but make the opportunity, make the product offering, make everything that we have just continuing to work and make it better. So appreciate it. Appreciate all of the other leadership and every one of you in the company. So with that, Josh, back to you.
Thank you, John. You absolutely crushed it. I love hearing from John, and this guy's got so much experience in the industry. He's got an amazing organization. So just want to hand it back to John. Guys, I got a couple more slides I'm going to show you, and then we have our last speaker, and then we'll wrap this thing up. I know we're going a little bit over, but there's been a lot of information. John quickly touched on events, and I just want to reiterate what he said. Don't miss these events. Don't miss these events. Under no circumstance should you not attend these events. If you can be there at these events, book your ticket before they get sold out, especially with all this excitement that we have right now. I believe we're going to start filling these events quickly. And the first one to make a note of is Saturday, July 12th, Fort Lauderdale. This is our Breaking Boundaries event. You can buy this event for $99 with brand bucks, or you can get get it at regular price, which is $149. We're getting ready to put our speaker flyer out. There's some amazing dynamic speakers that are going to be at this event, so you don't want to miss this. Connect with the top leaders in MDC, get powerful strategies about the new comp plan, how to build your business, be a part of this amazing future that we're creating in MDC and Akashics. Here are some of the nearest hotels that you can stay at in Fort Lauderdale, so you can take a screenshot of this slide. And then the next event I want to point out to you is our convention in Atlanta, which is October 3rd and 4th. This is our 9th annual convention. You should never miss a convention in the company. We're going to have an under the sea themed welcome party. You get admission to the biggest aquarium in the United States. There's a farewell dinner, awards, recognition, powerful training, and so much more that you do not want to miss for this convention. So it's $249 until actually that's the price right now. $249 at the door. It's $349. You can scan this QR code. You can also go to mdcliveevents.com to get your convention ticket. Here's also the nearest hotels for the convention. And then we have Rome. So this year we wanted to do 2 events. One for the European business. Europe's almost equal in revenue to the U.S. market. Not all of the leaders are able to fly over and get visas, passports, and that sort of thing. So we're headed to Rome in September, and then we've got our Atlanta event. So if you're in the European market and you can't make it to the U.S., this is the event to get to. September 6th, product launches, powerful training, networking, awards, recognition. It's going to be an amazing experience, and the prices are cheap right now. $99 early bird pricing. It will raise to $149 regular pricing. You can scan this QR code to get your tickets, or again, go to mdcliveevents.com. And here are some of the nearest hotels. And you can also use if you have a Dream Trips membership, you're able to use your portal to get the best deals on nearest hotels. So make sure you check your portal first. You can get like up to 80% off on really nice hotels inside of this portal. With that said, I want to bring up our last speaker before we close, and that's Jefferson Santos. Jefferson's 500K affiliate in MDC. He's also built a team of a couple million people in his last venture. He just got to hear everything that was on the webinar, so I'm excited for him to come on and say a few words as well. I believe he's on a dream trip right now, or maybe just got back from a dream trip. But Jefferson, if you're there, say a few words, and then we'll wrap this thing up.
Thanks, Josh. Appreciate it, my friend. I'm over here in Greece. Yeah, still on the dream trip, man. We're having a blast over here. So, a couple of things, just to kind of land this plane here. Everyone that just spoke, and all the leaders that are on their teams, everybody's just knocking it out of the park. You know, Josh, what you're doing with your leadership and continuing to disrupt ourselves to make it better, right? So people can't even get close to us, right? And then Ali setting it up and talking to us about and his leadership, and then Armin, right? And then we had Maddie. Like, all you guys are just amazing leaders, and all of us are coming together like Avengers. Then you got Robert Hollis, right? Then we have John Haremza. You guys are amazing, and I'm happy to be partnered with you guys. But better yet, build the future with you and all of us together. And so, put some hearts in the chat, just real quick. Just giving love to everybody that has spoke before. And guys, a couple of things. Number one, Zeus, game changer, right? People do network marketing because they want freedom, right? And what do you do when you have freedom? You travel, you hang out with your friends and your family. Being able to lock in and subscribe and have copy trading going, your money's working for you, right? Armin and Matthew Ramirez and all of our amazing educators and crypto traders are working for us and all of us together, right? Creating the lifestyle that we all want, right? And then, you know, with the add-on and the price that Josh has made it, making it affordable for the masses, that's huge, right? You want to dine with the classes, right? Dine with the masses. Wait, if you want to dine with the classes, you got to sell to the masses, right? And we're doing that. Okay, then the whole compensation plan enhancement, it is an enhancement because when you look at the top, the middle class, and the new people joining, Okay, it's important to feed the middle class, and that's what these new enhancements have done to help the new leadership. And when you take care of the middle class takes care of the new people, and all that takes care of the leadership that paved the way. So that's how all these dots are connected here, right? And then we have these events, and so an event is worth 1,000 Zooms, right? Conversations at the bar, at the restaurant, in the hallway sometimes, and on stage get you farther faster. Here's what's going to happen. Whoever you have at these events in Rome, in Fort Lauderdale, in Atlanta, okay? Let's say you have 10 people there. It's going to quadruple within 6 weeks. Why not get 100 people there? Why not get 1,000 people there? That will quadruple. My experience in 29 years is that the amount of people you have at a major event quadruples within 6 weeks, right? Because we're coming out there with a game plan, Mach 3 with our hair on fire. And right now, here's what the plan is. Add the Zeus, right? Add Zeus on there, right? Let everybody know about this. Get them on the recording of this. We're going to continue to pitch this thing, but go diamond this month, right? Let's pop a ton of diamonds, get that $1,500 bonus. And there's so many people on your team. And those of you that are not diamond yet, get to diamond. And once you get to diamond, help other people get to diamond. Don't just think about yourself. Think about everybody on your team that can get to diamond, right? And that'll push you way beyond a diamond, blue diamond, black diamond, all the other amazing ranks that we have above. And so we have consistency, we have duplication and speed with this compensation plan. So all I have to say is this: in my experience of 29 years in this industry, I've never seen a compensation plan and a leadership team and an owner that is all vectored in the same direction to go lightning speed. That's what we're doing right now. I'm proud of each and every one of you. I'm proud of all the leadership, and there's a ton of leaders that could speak, but they're watching right now, cheering everybody on. We've got so many leaders out there that are making this possible for all of us, and so we thank you. We love you. We're proud of you. Let's go legend together. Let's build a legacy together. Let's go diamond and beyond that. And Josh, I'm gonna hand it back to you, buddy. Appreciate you.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Jefferson. And I just again want to thank all of the other speakers, Robert Hollis, John Haremza, Matthew Thayer, Armin, our crypto trader, and Ali. Also want to shout out all of the interpreters that are on here translating into Spanish, into Turkish, into Portuguese. Thank you guys so much. And I want to thank everybody who's attended the webinar. We're going to wrap up here. I do want to say that all of these things are scheduled to go live in the next 30 minutes to an hour. And we've made a ton of updates to the back office as well. Because we're already an hour plus over on this webinar, I'm not going to go over every single one of those updates, but there's new reporting. There's a fast start bonus tracker where you can track your daily pay. We've cleaned up the back office. We've gotten rid of a lot of things that are outdated. All of that is going to get switched over as well to enhance your guys' experience. So with that said, I love all of you. Thank you so much for attending. And I'll see you guys at the top. Let's crush it in June. And everybody, just to end the call, everybody put 1,000 diamonds in the chat. 1,000 diamonds, that's our goal. We want to break 1,000 diamonds. We want to help 1,000 people get to that level of income. Diamond puts people at $3,375 a month, not including their weekly check matching or their fast start bonuses. So 1,000 diamonds. Let's do it together, fam. And appreciate you guys. We'll see you guys all in the next webinar. Thanks, everybody.